In this video, we're going to answer a reader question who asked me, like, look, could you just do a video, a wonderful video on why people get brain fog with Racetams? We're going to answer that question. It's really very many answers coming up. All right, check it out. We're going to blow through the product promotion stuff on our powerful nootropic products. We've got 4 of them. Number 1, the Cortex Stack. If you've not tried the Cortex Stack, man, and you're looking for a good, solid nootropic experience that turns on motivation, turns on mental energy, turns on speed of processing, turns on verbal fluency. A lot of the customers that take our stack, we've got a variety of customers, but a good bit of them are speakers, professional speakers. There's this one woman who does speeches, presentations for large quantities of people, thousands of people, for a giant IT company. Takes Cortex before every speech. Very powerful stack, combines uridine, CDP choline, artichoke extract, bacopa monnieri for a powerful experience, powerful nootropic experience. Get it at livecortex.com. Hey, you could save $5 off of Cortex by using the coupon code 5. Get it at livecortex.com. Secondly, we wrote 2 digital guides, which we're gonna have a video at the end of this, a small little video which I want you to watch, which explains how you can get them for cheap. Normally they're $24 each, where we've got both of them on special for $29 total. One of them is the Racetam God Guide, explains every Racetam there is, and powerful stacks with that Racetam. The other one's a full-on nootropics instructional guide. They're digital, you can download them for any device. At the end of the video, watch the video on the special. The special is running till the 6th of September. We can get the both for $29 or downloadable. And then lastly, we do stack consulting. If you need your stack optimized, if you need me to help you formulate a stack, if you need me to help you to get your stack perfectly, I've seen it 1,000 times, I can do it. We're doing these every day. We as a company, Cortex Labs, me as a person, I consult executives in the C-suite and big corporations on nootropics and brain performance. So I can help you. We have a $65 package where it's 40 minutes with me, 15 additional email correspondences. All right, Racetams and brain fog. Let me just sort of give a quick preface on Racetams for those of you that's the first time to this channel. Racetams are a class of nootropic compounds that mostly work by optimizing the way your brain uses acetylcholine. Some of them do some other things like, optimizing, like working on, I think Racetam works on GABA receptors in some capacity. And then, you've got Aniracetam working on AMPA receptors, but mostly these are working memory, mental functionality improving, acetylcholine modulating nootropics. Aniracetam and oxiracetam are probably my favorite. Coliracetam might be competing for second spot or first spot, but they're my favorite Racetams. And but some people cannot find the right dose for them, or some people, for the reasons we're going to discuss, run into brain fog when they take Racetams. Okay, and I first want to start off by saying it's actually not that uncommon. It's not that it's a great thing and like, oh, you got brain fog when you took Racetams and then you're on the right track. It's really not, but it is common enough, and there's ways to fix it. This is the kind of thing that, like, me through 8.5 years of taking nootropics, I fixed with myself early on in the years. I fixed with the consult clients that we talk to every day about this, and I suggested this via email hundreds, if not more times. I've just got so much data. I'm the guy that's been in the nootropic sphere, taking them, talking with people. We've got a large content base, so we interact with people every day about this. That basically has a pretty good solid reason for why this happens. Number one reason you get brain fog with Racetams is your dose on the Racetam is wrong. Your dose on the Racetam is wrong. The dose for you is a little too high. The dose for you is a little too low. Most of the times it's a little too high. I think folks are inclined to take way higher doses of any nootropics because examine.com suggests they take 1,080 million milligrams or whatever, right? Like those studies, a lot of the studies that you see on Racetams or whatever nootropic are largely, a lot of them are folks that have atrophied brains. Meaning they're 50 plus years old, they've got neurodegeneration, and they require higher doses of this stuff. But if you're a 28-year-old college kid, you're probably not going to require such high doses of certain nootropic compounds. That's an aside. That's something you should take away and never, ever forget. So look, oxiracetam is a good example. 1,000 milligrams, kind of in a regular dose range. Well, I know some folks that 1,000 milligrams gives them brain fog, whether they take a choline source or not, because it's just too much usage of acetylcholine in their hippocampus. There's this rat study that explains that's one of the oxiracetam does. It just forces the hippocampus to release and put into circulation a little more of a particular neurochemical. And that mismatch is likely to cause people fog, especially if they can't keep up with it via the production of acetylcholine or other reasons, which we're going to get to. So, number one, your dose is too high in the Racetam. Take it down, take the dose down. Don't be concerned if you only, if you have to take 400 milligrams of oxiracetam and that ends up being your sweet spot. I know plenty of people that are like that. Too much is too much for them. Okay, so that's number one. Don't freak out if you have to go lower. Don't be like, oh, I have to take 1,000 because everyone else takes 1,000 or that's the regular dose range. You might just require 100. I know guys that take 200 milligrams of aniracetam and that's their sweet spot. Okay, so it's not as black and white as people think. That's number one. Number two, the choline source isn't right. Okay, so for whatever reason, it probably has to do with the speed at which your brain synthesizes acetylcholine from the choline source, and so that it can put it into circulation so the Racetam could use it better. People just respond better to choline bitartrate, alpha GPC, or CDP choline, right? So some people respond to alpha GPC, some people respond better to CDP choline, some people respond better to choline bitartrate. I'm one of those people that, frankly, when I take Racetams, I'd rather just take 300 to 500 milligrams of choline bitartrate. It seems to just work better for me. Who knows why? I mean, maybe the bioavailable acetylcholine precursors are just doing a little too much acute stuff, so it's fussing with the, fussing with the effect of the Racetam. It's creating acetylcholine too quickly. It's not creating acetylcholine quick enough. These are the things we really don't know. Okay, so your choline source is wrong. Okay, so look, if you're taking alpha GPC and you've figured out all the different doses and you try different doses, still get brain fog with Racetams, maybe switch to CDP choline or switch to choline bitartrate, see where you're at. But then that leads me to number three. Number three is, if you figured out the right choline source for you, your quantity is wrong. Your quantity is wrong. This goes back to all these suggestions on the web to take a million milligrams of everything. Like, a lot of folks are going to find their sweet spot with GPC and CDP at like lower than 200 milligrams. I see this over and over. I can't even tell you. I'm almost like, oh my God, like there's a meme on the internet with Robert Downey Jr. where he's just like, oh, because you see it 1,000 times. Take lower doses of the freaking choline source. Take lower doses of the choline source. A lot of folks run into Racetam fog, but it's not really Racetam fog. Okay, it's choline fog. It's extra acetylcholine fog. It's a mismatch of acetylcholine. It's too much acetylcholine in the brain. The brain does have to, that's why I'm always saying optimize your baseline, then get a nice, solid, good, noticeable bump from nootropics. The brain's trying to go to homeostasis all the way. When you throw it off very, very drastically, that is grounds for problems. Okay, so, take your alpha GPC dose down. Take your CDP choline dose down. Take your choline bitartrate dose maybe a little down. It's hard to really take too much of that stuff, or stick with choline bitartrate. Shift that dose on the choline source down. Don't be concerned about people saying, oh, you need a lot of choline, you just need a lot of, maybe you don't. Depends on your brain, depends on your diet. Number four, I guess we're at number four, is that this is where we're really getting into theoretical land. A lot of this is somewhat borderline on, a lot of it's my experience and identifying what happens with people, but this is more along the lines of a theory and something folks should think about. Number four is you're not making enough acetylcholine in time for the Racetam to do its thing. Again, Racetams are burning up that neurotransmitter. It's proven. Racetam, oxiracetam particularly, they are facilitating a higher quantity, a higher percentage quantity of release of ACH in the hippocampus. It's happening, right? And so if you take a choline source with your Racetam and then you get brain fog, perhaps your brain is not synthesizing that choline source into usable acetylcholine fast enough for the Racetam to use acetylcholine to put it into motion to optimize cholinergic signaling in your brain and therefore memory. And so what you might want to do in this case is, like no one's ever really talked about this, time it differently. Take the choline source before you take the Racetam, a half hour or an hour before you take the Racetam. Anyone ever tried that? Anyone ever talked about that? That might be the solution to your problem, okay? It's a mismatch in the speed at which your brain is synthesizing acetylcholine. Number five. You require B vitamins with cholinergics. I can't tell you how many people that we consult with that I've seen over the years that no matter what, all cholinergic nootropics, so this is nothing to gloss over, there are some people for whom all cholinergic nootropics that they take, they need B vitamins to not get brain fog. And that's because B vitamins are involved in any number of different things relating to the brain, to neurotransmitter synthesis, to enzymatic processes. They synergize together in order to formulate neurotransmitters. They're necessary. If you just go and read, I think there's one pretty particular hallmark study on like B vitamins in the brain. Read that thing. It's way more complex than people make it. You know, later in my years, I'm kind of thinking most folks should take B vitamins with most nootropics that they take. They're just necessary for the synthesis of the neurotransmitters. So that's you know, wherever we're at. Number 5. You're gonna need B vitamins. Some people just need a B complex with every cholinergic they take, particularly Racetams, okay? Number 6, you're gonna need minerals. Some people just need minerals for the synthesis of neurotransmitters, for the regulation of neurotransmitters. Magnesium, calcium, zinc specifically, okay? Okay, so each time you take a Racetam, and I see this with folks, each time you take a Racetam or anything cholinergic, make sure you get those 3 minerals: magnesium, zinc, oh, my camera's doing something funky, and calcium. You know, magnesium regulates acetylcholine to some extent. Calcium facilitates excitatory neurotransmission around acetylcholine. I'm not sure what zinc does, but I mean, this is anecdotal, but I see this over and over and over again. Not for me, but we've got readers. We've got a guy who's been super loyal, been with the channel for a while, named Ryan, like me, brought this to my attention a long time ago. I started telling other people, look, take magnesium, zinc, calcium, went and read about it. It fixes their problem, okay? Then they start responding to nootropics, they don't get brain fog, and then they're fixed. And then I would say number 7. I think we're on number 7. I hope I'm not jacking this up. Number 7, you're gonna need to take both of those things, both B vitamins and minerals with your Racetam and your choline source. Okay, so you need a full-on cofactor nutrient supporting stack. You can't just take the aniracetam and a choline source. You got to take aniracetam, you know, your alpha GPC or whatever choline source works for you, because you'll have to figure it out and you have to do some experimenting. People go, oh, I just took it one time. Well, you know, they go, oh, I'm experiencing fog with Racetams. Well, how many times did you take it? Well, 4. Might have to do it 15 times before you figure out your sweet spot, okay? But they need the Racetam, the choline source, a freaking B complex with every B in it, every B. And they need magnesium, zinc, and calcium. Now, and this is not me making this up. This is not anecdotal. This is the case for some people. They just don't respond. It seems to be cholinergic wide, so it's NuPept. It's everything related to, you know, modulating acetylcholine. They need all of it. They need all of the supporting nutrients to keep their brain functioning well in response to Racetams. And when they get those, the B vitamins and the minerals in with the Racetam and the choline source, then finally they have the best experience of their lives. And like, oh my God, now finally, it's like people really are like happy because they're like, everyone else is responding to Racetam. I'm not. What the heck is going on? Okay, so that's number 7 or wherever we're at. Lastly, this is a lot less, this is more rare than anything else. But it does seem to be the case for some folks. I still think there might be a way that we can help their brain to respond to it. But we did a video about this where we said basically some people just are never going to respond to cholinergics positively. Okay? Some people just are never going to respond to cholinergics positively. And that could be because they're cholinergically dominant. They've got really super optimized acetylcholine release and functionality and quantity and production, high affinity choline uptake, you know, acetylcholine efficiency in the brain. However that works, I don't know. But some people might just be cholinergically dominant. And for those people, more often than not, they do better with dopamine producing or dopamine affecting nootropics. They do better with tyrosine. They do better with phenylalanine. They do better with L-DOPA. They do better with muciniperonines. They do better with modafinil. You know, they do better with the dopamine affecting nootropic compounds, and they do less well with cholinergics. And no matter what they do, they really can't get the cholinergics to work well for them. And Racetams, I mean, they've got some other mechanisms or some other stuff going on with the Racetams, but largely, if you're to look at, you know, sort of the disproportionate, you know, mechanisms or neurotransmitter systems that they work on, largely Racetams are cholinergic, okay? So those are I think we did 8. Those are the 8 main reasons that I have found that folks get brain fog with Racetams. Okay, so you want to, if you're one of those people, you gotta keep experimenting. Don't give up. Maybe you need B vitamins. You know, maybe you got to figure out which choline source is best for you. Maybe you got to take the choline quantity down. You know, the choline source quantity down, a milligram quantity. Maybe you've got to take a B vitamin with your Racetam. Some people just do, period. Maybe you've got to take minerals with your Racetam. Some people just need to do that, period. Maybe you've got to take B vitamins and minerals with your Racetams. Okay, and then maybe, you know, you're not making acetylcholine quick enough. There's a mismatch in the time that your brain tries to make acetylcholine in response to choline source in response to the Racetam using it up. Maybe the Racetam starts firing up acetylcholine really quickly and you don't have enough of it right away. So maybe take your choline source an hour before you take the Racetam. And then lastly, some people might just never respond to cholinergics, period. I seem to think that there's still stuff we can do, but I haven't discovered it yet. And in that case, the dopamine effect in nootropics are normally quite better for those people. Yeah, modafinil, L-tyrosine, phenylalanine, and anything else that affects dopamine. Bromantane, if you really want to get crazy into the hardcore Russian pharmaceutical nootropics, that's what you're really looking at. But I can tell you after, just about 9 years of taking nootropics, all of those things are what I've come to discover. And, as a last positive ending part of this video, if you figure those things out, I've gotten many people to figure it out, and then they respond well to Racetams. And then I would say as a bonus, some people just respond as other Racetams better than other Racetams. I forgot about that. So some people just I know guys that they take Aniracetam, no matter what they do, it doesn't really work well for them. Oxiracetam, same deal. But when they take Paramiracetam, boom, they're in. Or when they take Coliracetam, boom, they're in. A little bit different mechanisms, right? Coliracetam is increasing the way your brain takes choline, draws it into neurons, converts it to acetylcholine, then puts it back into use, rather than just oxiracetam, which facilitates an extra release of acetylcholine. I don't really know that it's working on optimizing the synthesis of it in neurons like coliracetam. So maybe, as a number 9, maybe you just will respond better to another Racetam. Keep trying, implement these strategies. And hey, the Racetam God Guide, which teaches you this stuff, but then gives you massive, powerful stacks, and the Smarter, Better, Faster Guide, which teaches you endless amounts of distinctions about nootropics. It's an instructional guide, both digital, and gives you a bunch of powerful. I've got limitless stacks in there. I mean, they're insane. I'm going to quick show you the video. Stick around for 2 minutes and watch this video where it says how you can get the both of them for a combo deal up until September 6th, 2017. The special's run. And if you still want the special after that, email me at ryan@lifecortex.com. We'll make it happen. Thanks for watching.
What's up, everybody? Ryan Michael, B to the A to the aloe, like aloe vera, here to tell you that we're running a special on both the Racetam God Guide, which is our breakdown of all the major 8 nootropic Racetams, and then sublingual and oral stacks, and then instructions on taking those Racetams, how to get those Racetams, what to stack them with, and the Smarter, Better, Faster Guide. Both of these are digital downloadable guides. The Smarter, Better, Faster Guide covers everything. We're going to get to that in just a sec, but it's an all-encompassing nootropic instructional protocol guide. Check it out. Normally it's $42 for the both of them. We have a combo where you can get both of them for $42, but we're running a special where you can get both of those guides for $29. Okay, that's it. You'll have them forever. I'll show you how to do it. Go to livecortex.com. I'm going to walk you through this on livecortex.com. See where it says Combo Nootropics Books. Click that. Combo Nootropics Books. Okay, here's the page that we're on. It says $42, but we're going to enter a coupon code that'll take it down to $29 here in a bit. This is downloadable for any device you have, iPad, iPhone, Android, whatever you got. The Racetam God Guide covers all of these Racetams. These are the 8 major nootropic Racetams. Can't even talk. And here's the contents. It breaks down the basic explanation, mechanism of action, dose range, highly effective stacked for that Racetam, and then microdosing and other protocols, sublingual stacks, everything you can think of. And then you get Smarter, Better, Faster too. We've been talking about these guides. You get both of these guides in this package. Check all of this good stuff. Choline sources, uridine, surgical uridine monophosphate stacks, oxiracetam, huperzine A, triacetyluridine, PRL853, phenylpiracetam, the Nupep choline alcar stack, ALA uridine power stacks, and then nootropics questions answered. This is where people really get a lot of their questions answered that they've been searching for a long time and just can't find the answers. So here's what you do. You add the product to your cart and just press add to cart. Once this website does its thing, we'll go, okay, that was quick enough. And then we'll go down, and this is where we're going to enter the coupon code. You see where it says coupon code? You're just going to enter 29. Simple as that. Just enter the coupon code 29. Hit apply coupon and watch. 42, it's going to take it from 42 down to 29. Boom, simple as that, man. And then you're going to hit proceed to checkout. Click, proceed to checkout, and that's it. We're on the checkout page. You're going to fill in your information like you would buying anything on Amazon or wherever. Scroll down to the bottom and then pay via whatever credit card you have, whatever credit or debit card you have. Once you pay, you hit place order, and that's it. So these will be downloaded in basically 2 ways. Number 1, you'll get an email within 10 minutes that has a zip file of all these books, right? You can open them up for everything. This isn't just like a one file for Android or one file as a PDF. You're getting all of the files for all of these books to open on any device you have, whether we're talking about a computer and you want to read it as a PDF, or you're talking about an iPhone and you want to read it on iBooks, or you're talking about an iPad and you want to read it on iBooks, or you have an Android phone or an Android tablet and you have an EPUB reader and you want to read it on that. That's like the sort of book file, like the eBooks digital book reader for an Android, or you have a Kindle device or a Kindle application on any device you have. You can read these guides on Kindle as well. You're getting every single file. So what you're going to want to do is, because those files will be in a zip file, you're going to want to download that zip file from a computer, open it up, and then email the individual file that correlates to whatever device you want to read this on to yourself. Email the file to yourself so that you can just get it on your mobile device if you're reading it on a mobile device, and then you can open it from your email on your mobile device with whatever program. If it's if you want it to open, if you have an iPad, you can open it with iBooks. If it's an iPhone, same thing with iBooks. Kindle, you can open it with the Kindle app, and an Android phone or an Android tablet, you can open it with an EPUB reader. E and then PUB reader, and that you can download in your Google Play Store or wherever. You should have one on your phone already. Same thing with an Android tablet, and if it's a PDF, you can read it on anything. You can just open that thing up and it'll open on the PDF. But the power, let me just end on this. The power on these two guides is, number one, you're getting both of these guides that are normally $24 each, normally $48 altogether. You're getting them for $29. But the real power is in the stacks. People that have gotten these guides and went and applied the stacks are like, man, I've been sitting here fussing around. We're trying to figure out how to get the right stacks and get the right ingredient quantities, and I haven't really been able to find a perfect stack. We have the combined of those two guides, I can't even say, it's over 150 powerful stacks. The Racetam God Guide alone has 80 plus stacks. Okay, so get the most powerful nootropic stacks on the planet in the book, in the figurative book, and really the culmination of 8.5 years of me taking nootropics, putting them into these two guides. We put a lot of love into this. There's a lot of value. Get this stuff at livecortex.com and enter that coupon code 29. Download it right away and start reading the two most powerful surgical nootropics guides on the market. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you go and do this at livecortex.com. Thanks for being a part of this. We'll talk to you next time. Oh, one last thing. Today is the 30th of August. This special and that coupon code 29 to get both of these guides will be valid until the 6th of September. Okay, so do it right away. If you want to get this done, if you think about pull the trigger, just get it done. But if you get this, if you see this video like 3 or 4 days later, this will be running till the 6th of September. All right, that's it. I promise I'm done this time. Talk to you next time.